today we are going to make Joulutorttu, or Christmas torts. It's a Finnish Christmas dessert or snack type of thing that requires puff pastry and jam. I have defrosted 4 sheets of puff pastry, and you don't have to use 4 sheets if you're doing this yourself. You can use more or less depending on how many you make. This makes 8, and there's only 2 of us here. I should make less than this. This isn't going to end well for either of our stomachs. But what you want to do is first cut these in half, or about as in half as you can. Like, that's not half, but it's okay. Yeah, I'm not very good at straight lines, but part of not seeing well, I guess. Yeah, that was the worst one yet, actually. But okay. So, as you can see, they are all in half. Now what you want to do is take the knife and cut each corner. As best as you can. You just want to make basically a slit in each corner. And you don't want to go all the way into the middle. Okay. And I might have let these defrost a little too long, but that's okay. First I'll do this one, and then I'll yeah, and I'm not very good at cutting all the way, but that's all right. This would be easier if I hadn't let these get so soft, but it's all right. And finally, this one. If you have more patience and I guess better eyesight, you could probably make these lines more even and the initial cuts into the sheets of pastry more straight as well, but it doesn't affect the taste. It's purely cosmetic, so it's not such a big deal. Now, what I want to do is add some jam, and there's 2 kinds of jam, or, well, really more, I guess, but there's 2 kinds of jam that Finns use to make these. Plum jam, or this one is apple cinnamon jam. These are the traditional flavors because these are the fruits that are in season here now, or were in season recently, so there's lots of this around. I've tried this with cloudberry, I've tried this with a few others, it doesn't really work so well. Plum or apple are really your best bet, and apple is my favorite, so apple is what I'm going to use now. because I have a lot of jam, I'm going to fill these quite full. But before I add the jam, I want to do the folds to make these into their traditional shape. Now I'm going to preface this by saying that a lot of different people have a lot of different folding methods. The way my best friend Joulutorttu taught me is one way, and the way that my boyfriend wants to do it is another way. So I'm going to do it his way, because he's going to be the one eating these. So, what you have to do is take the right side and fold it into the center like that. And then again, with this one, or no, sorry, wrong side. Yeah, left side or right side, sorry. I don't know why I said that, but yeah. So you take the left side and you fold it in like that. And again here, left side, fold it in. And again, left side, fold it in. And then you can put the jam right in the center and it holds it down. So sort of like that. And just press it down a little bit. Everyone has their own way of doing this. I prefer to put the jam first and then do it, but this way is also completely acceptable. So again, left or right. And then just, it doesn't matter if you do left or right first, just as long as you kind of keep the same pattern as you go along. And I don't like doing it this way. I like to add the jam first. And because I have so much jam, I can be very generous with it, even though usually it's not so much jam, but I love apple jam. So I kind of use a lot. I have a little helper. Little does he know he's not actually helping at all. Okay. Now he's offended. Okay. If you wanted to be more traditional, I think the plum jam is technically the one you're supposed to use, but this one is also acceptable. But if you're going for, shut up, Simba. If you're going purely from a like a traditional standpoint, I guess the plum is what you should use. But no one's gonna be mad at you for using apple. I liked apple. I actually didn't know that you could use apple until last year. I mean, I've lived here. This is my 4th Christmas in Finland, and up until last year I thought these were always made with plum. Simba! He just wants to be in the video. Yep. You raise a valid point, cat. Just to get this off the spoon, kind of press it down a little. Okay. Jam hands. Oh, and with my clean hand, the oven goes to 200. That's the fun thing about filming videos in your house and not in a studio or something, is that you never know what's gonna happen or which cat is gonna feel like he needs to be in the picture. Simba, this is going on the internet and everyone's gonna know that you're a crybaby. Yeah, I'm really not used to not having the jam there already. Oh, I messed up. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. I'm a little distracted right now from the meowing. Oops. Now, when these are done, well, mine just go right in the oven because I don't have eggs. If you had eggs, you could do an egg wash around the sides to make them prettier and browner and all of that, but it's not necessary. It's just standard with puff pastry, basically. And now I can't see, and I don't want to risk getting my apron in the torts I've already made, so I'm doing this one solely by feel, or by touch. So, let's hope I don't ruin it. Any more than I already have. Okay. All right, so those go in the oven when it's preheated for, I should add more jam than that, for about 12 minutes or so is usually a good time. So I'm gonna wait for the oven to preheat and then I'm gonna put them in, and once they're out, I'm gonna show you what they look like. Okay, 12 minutes from now. So they are in, and they will be in for about 12 minutes.
Okay.
So, I am not a fan of how these came out, just because I think they're prettier when I fold them the other way. The other way to fold them would be to do, you'd cut the corners, then you'd put the jam, and then you'd fold the corners on top of the jam. And I just think it makes it look much prettier, and the jam doesn't kind of explode as much as it did. Some of these look a little bit exploded, and I don't like that. Like this one, like this doesn't look very good at all. But it made my boyfriend happy, so what can I say? So yeah, these are traditional Finnish Christmas torts. I don't know, it's Joulutorttu in Finnish, but I don't really know if this is what a tort is in English, but they're good. They're really good, actually. They're traditional, they're easy, and even though Christmas is over, as long as it's cold out, these are awesome. So try them and let me know what you think.